Indeed, this all program was coordinated by Beatrice from Brazil. I am the man who is just helping. Rania has joined back. Coming to you with this challenge, as you have already smile on the face, how to increase this smile and pass it to the student?
Well, greetings from Greece. I'm a STEM instructor, so I'm going to talk about how we can make happier our children, our students through science.
Yeah.
So I have. So STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics, and then we integrate arts. We have the acronym STEAM, and STEAM is a disciplinary approach that aims at promoting research spirit, critical thinking, creativity, arts integration, autonomy, discovery, exploratory learning. And I had the chance to participate as a flexible zone teacher in primary education, a very innovative, pioneering program which is organized by CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research. And this program is actually innovative because it concerned teaching of science, of particle physics, modern physics to primary school students. So I had to teach science to students of 6 to 12 years old. And you can understand that this can happen only through play-based learning. So my students had to experiment with different everyday materials that we can find in our house, in our homes, such as Lego, cardboards, and everything that we can find in an inexpensive equipment. And children perform physical experiments. They create amazing arts and crafts. We used also digital free tools to create the digital demonstrations. In another session, I could show you many photos of this. And at first, I want to say that I had many arguments from parents who told me that I don't want my students to learn particle physics at the age of 7 years old. So I had to make many pedagogical sessions to convince them about the value of STEM, of the value of science, because according to recent research, children should be exposed to science at an early age. It is not accidental that CERN, at this time, CERN organizes science learning for preschool students. It's not accidental, with great success. So at the end of the academic year, when parents saw this amazing arts and crafts that students have done, and when students told me that I want to be a physicist and I go to CERN, you can understand that this was the success of the program. And all this happened through play-based methods. And also, I want to say here that we have also organized many theatrical events about science. Children wrote the scripts, which is very important, and directed the whole scene. On this, we also used a song and dance about always particle physics. We depicted, for example, the particle detector CMS through multiple ways, through Legos, through wood, 3D printing, also models of 3D printing, gastronomy and science, because we depicted also particle detector through the desert. This was actually the great success of the program, as I said before. And I want to say that the role of movement, actually movement arts and the role of dance is very important because it can enhance the cognitive, social, emotional aspects of learning, teaching children how to understand and negotiate their place in the world. And also, I should believe that I believe that movement should be incorporated into any preschool and primary curriculum, because this will aid children develop their body awareness, enhancing their emotional control, and also impact the less stressful social integration.
Fantastic.
Another thing, I could show you many photos of my school projects of this.
Okay.
So I think that the future of education is STEM education, everything that has to do with hands-on. We don't need any theory anymore. We need to be more practical, be more creative. So we need to come up with more challenging and engaging activities for our students. This is my opinion.
Fantastic. I think I will have a very special session on the STEM education, because that is in fact a very wide area and we need to talk on STEM education. My closing remark with all speakers, since we have stepped in, we are talking about happy curriculum. It was rightly demonstrated with dance, music. We talk about literature. I think Georgia has spoken about this. Bharti has talked about the engagement on the real life practical example. I'm now coming to the last concluding sentence, how it is going to be possible? Reason behind, we are talking, but who is going to practice it? And those who are going to practice this, they are being encouraged, they are being empowered, they are being recognized or not. All the government, either government of India, government of Greece, government of Croatia, government of UAE is going to do this job, or people, those who are on the screen as a panelist and a speaker, are going to take this flag high in this global arena. I want your take, how you contribute. I will take Dr. Hina. On practical ground, I have been facing, I'm in 25 years with the CBSE education. Once I frame the policy, table is missing. Mathematics 3 exercise is less. 2 unit test has been missing. Either this is the curriculum which we have to roll out, or we have a freedom to exceed the boundary of this written paper test and marks and degree as you are talking about. Your closing remark, how we take it forward?
Yeah, in UAE, of course, you must be aware that we have happiness minister as well, and happiness ministry, and they look into. And I always talk to the teachers that they say we have to cover the syllabus. I say don't uncover the syllabus. You don't have to cover the syllabus. And I will quickly just say a small poem of a few seconds, that if I had my child to raise all over again, if I had to raise my child all over again, I would build self-esteem first and house later. I would finger paint more and point the finger less. I would do less correcting and more connecting. I would take my eyes off my watch and watch with my eyes. I would care to know less and know to care more. I would take more hikes and fly more kites. I would stop playing serious and seriously play. I would run through more fields and gaze at more stars. I would do more hugging and less tugging. And I would see the oak tree in the acorn often. I would be firm less often and affirm much more. I would model less about the love of power and more about the power of love. That's what I would do.
I think you said there is a Hindi sentence, "Gagar mein sagar bharna." So you have done that justification, with your poem. Really great. But still, I feel that we all together have to take this flag forward. Tamanna,
yes,
sentence. Georgia, get ready. Coming to you again, back to Greece, of your closing comment. Tamanna
now, because I think you asked someone else.
I asked to Tamanna, but she is out of screen. She is back. Your closing comment, how we take this journey forward. Unmute yourself.
This journey is on our shoulders. If we come forward, if the teachers, if the educators come forward, this journey will be, happily completed as the happy curriculum we have.
Great.
The gist of this is that only playway method, learning by doing, more and more activities, learning through activities, everything is depending on this. That way children only feel happy. Today only I just asked one child, what makes you happy? It was raining, pitter patter. He said, ma'am, rain makes me happy. Another child told, ma'am, when I go for shopping with my mom, that makes me happy because that was a girl. And another child said, ma'am, maths class makes me happy and I love maths teacher. It depends on the teacher. It depends on educator, and it all depends on us, how we are taking forward to this journey.
I think we conclude with you saying that journey is on our own shoulder and we have to take it forward. Georgia, your closing comment, how we can take it forward.
I will add to what Ms. Tanana said, that journey is on our shoulders, but on the other hand, we need the cooperation of the parents, the head teachers, all the colleagues, and the government. So for example, I wouldn't be able to do anything from the things I showed you if my colleagues and my head teacher didn't let me do that. Because every time I asked them for extra hours for me to be spent outside in the playground, and they always agree. If I was in a different school, I don't know if this would happen. So happiness should be promoted among schools, but with the help of everyone around us. Thank you.
I think it's a great point. We required help of management. We required help of the upper hand, those who are running the system. Great. Jalika, your closing comment, how we take this journey forward? Bharti, I will come to you, and then I think Beatrice is at last as a president and director of this program. Jalika,
Okay.
yeah.
How we can make a happy curriculum? I think that everything is from us, and we have to do our best to do the happy children's happy students. I think that we have to send a message to our students, be happy, it depends of us. So I want to help my students keep a smile, to be happy. I agree with Georgia that we have to collaborate with others in the background. It's really important to, we have to support from everybody to make this happy curriculum. And I think the most important to me is we have to be always smiling and keep the smile for everything.
Great. Need support of collaborative effort together, and we can take this journey forward. Bharti, closing comment. Unmute. Yes, please.
Yes. So as you have rightly said, the responsibility is on our shoulders as educationists, as management, that we have to take it forward, this happiness curriculum. But at the same time, even if the management is pushing it forward, the teachers who are actually working at the grassroots level have to reach out to the students, and it is all in your mindset. Every one of us have to come out of that fixed mindset, and go into growth mindset, where you think that it is possible and just give it a try. This pandemic was new to us. The online teaching was new to us. But at the same time, I applaud all the teachers and the management and the parents and the children who have adopted this new normal and are, doing it. In India, though, there are some places where the connectivity is very, very low. We cannot reach out to masses, but yet we are trying our best in the given scenario. But one thing which I would say is, if I have to take this happiness curriculum forward, then the mindset of everyone, the parents, the children, the teachers, have to change, and we have to adopt it in our life if we want our life to become positive, content, and successful in a real sense.
I think great. Everyone is, I think, coming to the same point, being together of collaboration. Niti, ma'am, I'll be coming to you. Before that, our great dancer who is on the screen, Gianna. Especially, I was maximum time sitting at back once dance period come, because dance, I do not know how to dance, and dance teacher always force me to come forward and dance. Tell me the solution of this problem. My music can take vibration in my body, but every vibration is the dance.
Yeah, I think because
I'm coming your dance.
Sorry.
Yeah, please,
A lot of people are afraid to be vulnerable. Yeah, is that a word?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I think you gotta really let go of your fears, because you don't believe in yourself as a dancer. You think you cannot dance. You have two left foot or something like that. You gotta really let go of that and give it a go. So yeah, I think the shyness of not knowing, yeah, that you need to break and really open up for the new.
So is it possible? Is it possible? Should I request all the speakers and panelists to keep their camera remain, and they should go back and they should demonstrate now, or some other day? I want all panelists need to dance. And that will solve
Okay,
the purpose.
okay.
Okay. Do not
I
have
was
a
gonna
fear.
ask you, yeah, we can all dance now. Let's dance. I can
Okay.
make a very easy
Okay.
one for everyone.
Okay.
to
Can
I
you
think
again
two
show your
steps we
dance?
will be doing after closing comment. Nidhi ma'am, she's a good dancer. She always gel with the student.
Ma'am, can you again show your dance?
Ishu, can you just wait? Let us just talk first, and I think we'll come back to you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Ishu. Can you
Ah.
mute your mic, Beta?
Gianna,
Yeah.
there is I think requirement at last. We will have some learning on practical base because we keep talking only. Let's see.
So coming back to your question, sir, like I should take it like this. It's first me who is going to set the example. Yes, I do need a support, but as a leader, you need to lead the team, because once you are positive, I think things are going to fall. Of course, the government also, you need a support. You need a support from parents, because in our school, we follow the three-way handshake. So in this three-way handshake, the child is there, we are there as a school, and the parent is there. Then only the things are going to get completed. So last thing, whenever I get a piles of file, or I get a lot of work, I go to the kindergarten of my school, elementary section, and you are there for 10 minutes, and then the mood changes. So when children themselves naturally, they are happy. So making them more happy, it's not a very difficult task for all of us. I think we need to bring a lot of drama in our classrooms. Let it be English, math, or science, whatever the subject is. You bring the drama, you bring the theater, you bring the music in your classroom. I think things are going to be amazing there. So for that, I would like to have a small quote. I will finish with that. There's such a beautiful quote. I will be reading that. It says that happiness is a perfume you cannot pour on others without getting a few drops on yourself. Thank you.
That's really great. Rania, science. Astronomy, as I know in India, it was one of the richest science, which has calculated the distance between moon, sun, and stars. Your closing comment,
Well, I want to
because
take that.
students are, in fact, they have a fear or less interest towards science. How we make it interesting? Closing comment.
I would suggest that we always have in mind problem-based, inquiry-based, project-based, challenge-based learning, and stimulating learners to work on challenging real-life problems, like the problems that they will face in the future. Stimulate their creativity. And of course, we all know that our students are techno-savvy, they love technology, so we need to upgrade the technical side of the curriculum to accommodate the learning of robotics, for example, or 3D printing. But at the same time, incorporate non-technical disciplines. We need the human literacy, such as movement arts, communication, marketing, entrepreneurship, in order to develop cross-cutting competencies and a mindset beyond technical expertise. And very important, pay special attention to questions of sustainability, ethics, and social inclusion. We need to incorporate sustainable development goals in our programs. Cultivate a culture of failure, of mistake. This is the number one in STEM education. We need to learn from our mistakes. And of course, offer more hands-on activities in order to for our students to become more out-of-the-box thinkers and creators.
Fantastic. I think this is something very good. We have to take the student out of book. They must be techno-savvy. Honestly speaking, this pandemic has created an entire global world without any stress. Now everyone is techno-savvy, and we got connected due to this pandemic, and we are, I think, crossed the boundary. Beatrice, you'd like to say today you seems to be very, very happy to see all dancers, musicians, literature, scientists, and I think it's a flavor of overall.
Okay, I would just like to say that today is a very, very special day. I need to thank you, Global Edu Leaders Forum, for providing this meeting. Thank you, Mr. S.K. Singh, President and Founder. I would like to thank our guest, Gianni Abbott, and the panelists. I say that you will never be too old to dance. You will get old when you stop dancing. You have to dance like no one is watching you. Love like you've never suffered. Sing like no one is listening, and live like heaven is on earth. Dance does not have a double meaning. It only has one meaning, the sense of good. I would like to thank everybody.
My heartfelt gratitude for your wonderful word, but let me mention one thing. There is an incomplete journey of GEL without you all, those who are on the screen and those who are going to watch this program on the social media, maybe 10, 20 years, 5 years ahead on the YouTube. This was a thought in my mind, connecting head to heart. Touchwood, I can pay my gratitude to the God Almighty who has, I think, fulfilled my dream to get connected with you all, pure soul. Why I'm saying this? There is no one is paid. We are not doing job, but still we feel happy to see each one of you on the screen. We do our duty during the time period of our official time. We are not that much happy as we are happy with this half an hour or 40 minutes. Positive souls, happy souls together across this global world. Jana, I think I can request you, let's have 1-2 steps by sitting so screen can witness the happiness. 1-2 step. Unmute yourself because it's closing time.
You'd like everyone to dance together or just me?
I think if they can, otherwise by sitting, if you have some dance, by sitting you can.
Chair dance.
By sitting, we can do, we can offer. So this is the offer. Everyone can just do their hands forward like this.
Okay.
Yeah. So we give and we take. So
thank you.
So that can be a movement. So give and take. And give
great.
And take and give. And now we share.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jana. In fact, it was a wonderful, I think, program where everyone is smiling on the screen. Thank you, Georgia, joining from Greece. Thank you, Rania, joining from Greece. Jalika, thank you so much, joining from Croatia. Bharti, ma'am, thank you so much. Thank you, Niti. Thank you, Tamanna. Thank you, Priyaji, who has joined. And thank you so much, Dr. Hina. Special thanks and gratitude to Beatrice. She used to pass all credit to the founder, but again, I say, you all are founder, you all are chairman. GEL is a journey of transformation, which we can complete together. I do believe this God has sent us on the earth for something creative, and that creative vibes has connected to all of us. So hope to see you in the next session, and special thanks. This second time slot exceeded 30 minutes extra, and which is the positive vibes from your heart to heart connectivity. Thank you so much. Hope to catch you soon with another program, elaboration of this happy curriculum. And I will take you the STEM education again as a special. Thank you. Thank you, Beatrice.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Namaste.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Love to meet you
You
all.
can say bye-bye now. This is your time because they were waiting. We are not allowed to talk. So kids, you can open your camera and you can say bye to all. You are
Bye,
allowed.
everyone. Love to all meet you. Video.
Olha só.
Bye, ma'am. I love your dance.
And my special thanks to Niti Dhami, adding this flavor of real happiness in the webinar. Great to see you all, kids. Keep enjoying. And
Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye, ma'am. Namaste, ma'am.
and you can send a video to the Global Edu Leader Forum of your ma'am dance once she dances with you. So record her dance. God bless you.